Hello guys, welcome to the second video of the second module where we'll be talking about design elements, right? But before we start on design elements, in the previous video I forgot to show you guys examples of the usages of design principles, right? And how design principles are being used in our designs, right? So here are some of the designs that I have done. These are some of my designs that I used AI to actually do. Coupled with the design principle knowledge that I have, and also everything that I'm going to be teaching you in this course. First of all, you can see emphasis in the first flyer, right? You can see that blessed the marriage is big, right? Because that is what we want an emphasis on. You can see that the scripture here, Genesis 1 verse 28, is also in a different and but distinct color that stands out from the rest of the design, to show you that yes, we want to make emphasis on this. You can also see it in this place. We see that jollof rice recipe, you have an underlining underneath it, right? The same thing with the other two designs. Also we can see balance and alignment. Also you can see that the proportion of this particular heading and the image is actually proportionate, right? It is not too big, it is not too small, but there is balance. And you can see also all the elements are aligned in all of the designs. It's either they are center aligned or they are left aligned or right aligned. It is best to use left alignment because the human eye is disposed to reading from left to right, especially when it comes to like English language, right? So we in English language we read from left to right. I think the Chinese they read from down or from top to bottom, something like that. But for if you're designing for people that use English or is English that is their first language, then you need to do the left align. It is advisable, right? Then we can see contrast, right? We use colors in particular to make sure that contrast is essential in this place, right? And also repetition was used here very well. I used repetition very well here. Now you can see in this relationship and marriage hangout, you can see by the left there is a faint write up here. I repeated it at the right. Also you can see that there is a love icon behind the characters. It is also at the left, at the right, and also at the left. You can also see in this last design, right, you can see the padlock, the lock icon has been repeated like 3 times, right? This is to show you that repetition gives your design credibility, right? It makes it to come out well, you understand. And then we also have proportion. Like we said before, everything is proportionate, and we have movement. There is a certain way that your eye reads, so it is important for you to be able to know that particular thing. So let's take for example now the movement in this design, right? This last design here is that the lady is the first point of action, is the first thing you look at first, and then you now see why choose us. Then it sparks an interest. Why choose us? Then you see the write-up underneath. That is the next thing that you go. Shop with confidence. Classing ensures a secure and reliable shopping experience. That is before you now see the website URL and the company's logo, right? So that is it. And you can see that white space, you know some people make the mistake of thinking white space has to be white. No, it is a part of your design where there is nothing, right? You allow your designs to breathe in that place. You make sure that there is space so that each of them, right, knows what they are doing. So let's take for example, white space now can be used in actually differentiating some elements from others. Now you see it here, it says why choose us. The white space here differentiates this heading, this header here, from the body text, right? So white space can be used to, number one, allow your elements breathe, and number two, also differentiate the particular thing that your element is actually doing at a particular time, right? So without further ado, let us get straight into the elements. What are design elements, right?